I did a great job hiring our new assistant. Don't you agree? She works really hard. I am pleased.
Well, boss, I would hire her for her looks alone. Did you see the skirt she was wearing today, boss? I could hardly get my work done.
Very funny, Titus. By the way, have you finished the report for our client yet?
Yes, boss. It's coming soon. I need to get to know this new assistant better. Sylvia, baby, we cannot get this report finished before 5 p.m. Can you stay late so that we can finish it?
I can stay a little while, Mr. Titus, but I have to go home to see my children. I'm a single mother.
Whoa. You don't need to call me Mr. Titus. Titus will be fine, Sylvia. You just can't imagine how dull this office was before you started work here. What do you say about giving ourselves a little break with some harmless play?
No, Mr. Titus. I did not stay late for this. This is my job and not a relationship. Give me those documents so I can finish the report and go home to my children.
Whoa. Okay, slowly. Let's not rush things. The night is still young.
Mr. Titus, I'm leaving now. I need to get home. I do not think you are interested in getting the report finished.
Sylvia, I really thought you were going to fit in well. But now I must say I have my doubts.
Oh, I need a job, and this one pays well. I enjoy the work. Jobs are hard to find, and finally I have one that I like. But I wonder why the last person left so quickly. Was it also because Mr. Titus was harassing her? I can't tell Mr. Petrus. Mr. Titus and Mr. Petrus are friends. I can't go on in this situation. I'm confused.
Good morning, Sylvia. Oh, and anyway, Sylvia, my darling, you have done this work wrongly. But if you massage my shoulders and give me a kiss, I will not tell the boss.
Sylvia, I have come to have lunch with you. Let us go now. Over lunch. How long has he been treating you like this?
For months now. It started about a week after I was employed, and it is getting worse. I've asked him to stop, but he won't. It seems I'm going to have to quit my job. I like the work I'm doing. This is just not fair.
Did you know sexual harassment in the workplace is forbidden in Namibia?
But how do I know that what he is doing is sexual harassment? Isn't his behavior just normal? It is probably my fault.
If you have told him that his behavior is unwelcome and he keeps doing it, it is sexual harassment. I saw what happened and it was clear to me that what he was doing was wrong. Look what the pamphlet says.
What is sexual harassment? Sexual harassment is unwarranted sexual behavior towards an employee by the employer or co-worker. There are two possible ways to identify sexual harassment. One is where the employee has indicated that the contact is unwelcome. For example, it might not be a sexual harassment for one employee to ask another employee to go out on a date, but it would be unacceptable to keep making such requests after being asked to stop.
That's fine in theory, but what can I do in real life? He is my supervisor. I will lose my job. He and Mr. Petrus are friends too.
It doesn't matter that he is your supervisor or that he is friends with the boss. The law is the law. You should go to speak to Mr. Petrus.
Employers are expected to take reasonable steps to make employees safe from sexual harassment. Office of Mr. Petrus.
Good afternoon, Mr. Petrus. I need to report a case of sexual harassment. Mr. Titus has been sexually harassing me for months and he will not stop. I was going to leave and not tell anyone, but my friend convinced me to speak to you. She told me that I can report his behavior because it is against the law.
I'm sure that he's just being friendly. Maybe if I pretend to be concerned, she will forget about this and the problem will go away.
There is a difference between being friendly and sexual harassment. It is not fair that I should feel so uncomfortable about his behavior that I should want to leave. Just imagine if that happened to you.
Wait a minute. Our last assistant left rather suddenly. Perhaps there is a problem.
My friend told me that the law says that if someone is forced to leave their job because of sexual harassment, he or she may be entitled to get their job back or to get compensation for losses suffered. Please do something about Mr. Titus' behavior. If you don't, I will have to go to the labor commissioner to ask for help.
This is a serious matter. I will deal with it.
Sylvia, Mr. Peter spoke to me. And I think you exaggerated my behavior when you spoke to him, right?
No, I didn't. I asked you to stop, but you ignored me. I was going to quit my job, but then I learned that the law says that your behavior is wrong. That means I don't have to leave my job. You have to stop your harassment. Read this.
Okay, Gender and Labor Act 11 of 2007. But Sylvia, I did not realize that what I was doing was wrong. I'm sorry, okay? I won't do it again. Mr. Peters has asked me to help with writing a code of conduct for the staff. I will make sure that it includes information about sexual harassment. Everybody needs to know about it.
What to do if you are being sexually harassed at work. Collect evidence that supports your case. Make a complaint to your employer. If your employer does not resolve the issue, you can make a complaint at a labor inspector or the labor commissioner. What if the employer fails to follow the Labor Act? An employer could be asked to reinstate an employee who was unfairly dismissed, pay compensation to the employee, or take other steps ordered by a labor inspector or the labor court. For more information on sexual harassment at a workplace, do not hesitate to contact the Ministry of Labor and Social Welfare at 061 206 6111, as well as the Legal Assistance Center, which is 061 22 3356.
Sexual harassment in the workplace is against the law. You do not have to accept it.
Standing up for your rights is important.
Both men and women can suffer from sexual harassment. Don't be afraid to speak out about the problem.